So you've got everything deployed out. You're ready to start your Battletech mission, dictated by the hex map, of course. Let's just say a hex map where we have a mix of some buildings, maybe a central light city, light industry, different height levels and different structure levels. You've got some elevation, you've got some light woods, and you've got some heavy woods from that perspective. Tactically speaking, destructibles in Battletech, and one could say destructibles in a wargaming system, although we are going to focus on Battletech. Tactically, as a mech commander issuing orders to your mech warriors, is that something that you regularly tactically use? Is that something that you regularly, and it's not just for the lulls or something fun to do. Finally you took that fire starter and there's some woods and you can burn it because there's infantry in there. Well, you're probably going to blow up the infantry anyway. The lulls aside, actual tactica for destructibles, yes or no in Battletech? So I can't tell you the last time I burned some woods. I play a fire starter every now and then. I've been trying to play it a little bit more, but there's other mechs out there with flamers. I find it rarely happens. And if it's like I'm going to burn the woods to set up smoke, if you're really going to use smoke in that capacity, then take some alternate ammunition. That's my feeling on that. In terms of buildings and destructibles, absolutely all the time. Before we even get into city fight, just being able to destroy buildings is massive, and having that as the destructible, because often what will happen is you'll have, even if it's not city fight, if it's just some 4 or 5 or 6 buildings in an area, maybe it's like a little spaceport, pirate base or something, there's always going to be some opposing mechs that are a little bit faster than your main units, and they're going to get to that city point first and dig in, or hide behind some buildings, so you're forced to close and then they'll come out. They're going to try and mess with the timing of the game. Well, if I can blow up the buildings on the way in with some PPCs or some missiles and level that approach, that's huge. There's times in city fight, city tech, and we've looked at this. I pushed this up to my Battletech archive. You're playing a 5,000K battle value game. You dump a couple of hundred battle value into just generic infantry, foot infantry. They get into those buildings. It's literally corridors of death, city blocks of death with mechs. So being able to clear those buildings and just pulp them into rubble and flush out that infantry, as opposed to using machine guns and flamers, that's huge. That's huge. Or just some unit is hiding behind a building and you've got it surrounded, but you don't really feel like indirecting it because you've trapped them on there, meaning they know if they move out, you're going to hit them. But if you move up to the building, they're going to hit you. Bam, level the building. Here's 5 PPCs into that building. Here's 4 AC-20s, into that building, and just take it down and then move in. So I find that in certain scenarios and certain setups, again, mainly urban pacification, like destructibles are massive. Destructibles are huge. Burning forests, I don't know. When's the last time you guys burnt a forest to the ground?